Hello everyone and welcome to our conference of Making a Difference. Our next speaker is New York Times bestseller Canadian poet Rupi Kaur. Rupi has been a major stepping stone in women's work, and some have said she is the voice of our generation for a unique approach or self-love through poetry. Her poems have touched the lives of all people, but specifically women. Her words will instill a great deal of confidence through her own experiences for which many go through and can make us feel alone. Through her best-selling work, Milk and Honey and The Sun Her Flowers, women universally feel understood and represented, putting Rupi at the front lines of women-centered issues and a voice for those who don't have one. With her first published work, Milk and Honey, the world began to see just how well she can make her voice heard. Summed up by Claire Kirch, Milk and Honey is a collection of poems accompanied by simple line drawings that explore themes of love, loss, heartbreak, sexual abuse, and what it means to be a young woman in today's world. Through Rupi's descriptions of her own traumas and healing, she gives strength to those who felt like they did not have someone to relate to or had assumed that they were alone in the way that they were feeling. With over 1 million copies in print, over 800,000 and counting sold, accompanied by countless social media posts, her words are plastered across the internet, with women sharing how affected and relatable her work really is. Her poems are raw and discuss multiple topics most of people shy away from due to their severity, but she realizes that although they are not pretty, they are real. As her publisher states, she gives people the confidence to confront and overcome their trauma, sadness, and grief. People need to feel some hope. Her words are transformative. All of this response to her work allows her to show that women are not alone. She immigrated from India to Canada with her mother when she was just 4 years old. This is a very real life for many Americans, and her experience, though sometimes tough, is described throughout her poems. This is a topic that is very pressing in today's world that Rupi did not hide from. With her words, she explained the reality and severity of her situation, with the world knowing that it needed to be shared. Citizens have since been posting photos using her words in posters during protests and other political situations. Rupi gives people the words they feel but cannot form. She has spoken out about her journey being an immigrant avidly, making her an advocate for the people just like her. The best theme of her work is that she not only describes the real struggles of her life, but also the rebuilding. She is aware we all have things that shape us and things that tear us down, but she makes sure to not only show the negative, as she knows how important it is to rise from the ashes. Along with her first work has come a lot of followers and opportunities. Her words have impacted so many that it has opened the door for her to use her voice in many different ways besides text. She has appeared at many universities, book fairs, and even had her own TED Talk where she performed one of her longer works. The people who experience her relate to her because we all experience a lot of the same feelings, especially the women of today. Her ability to transcribe her experiences and feelings in such a beautifully articulated way is what makes her so unique and influential. In conclusion, Rupi Kaur is a girl on a mission to help us use her voice to instill a more supportive world for women. Her words give a great deal of self-confidence for women through her own experiences, which many of us go through, and make us feel alone. Her thoughts give people the strength and universal understanding that we all deal with our individual issues and the complications of life. From her first work, Milk and Honey, which jump-started her career, to the massive influence of her work and the appearances she makes to help spread her words, she created an incredible platform for herself to make a difference in the way the world works and how the people, specifically young women, function with it in today's society.